Hey guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I am going to be putting together a sheet of all the planners that I'm planning to use in 2020. So I'm putting together this video because all the planners are coming out and being released in stores and on the website, and I just need to know what I should be purchasing. I don't want to overspend. Of course, there are planners that are just so beautiful and everything the Happy Planner releases is just gorgeous, but I just don't have use for 20 planners. I can't buy everything. And so this is to keep me accountable and put together something for me to keep track of all the uses that I have for planners, so that way I can start penciling in what I think would work best for me. And so what I have here is my planner, obviously, which has all of the different sections of planners, different planner guts that I'm using, so I'll be using that as a reference. But then I have here the second half of the note sheet for the Vintage Botanicals planner, which is basically the page right before the currently page for October. So this is the basically the last page for September. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try not to decorate it so much because I have a lot of planners that I think I want to try to use in 2020, so I want to save a lot of room to write. But I did bring out some letters. These are non-Happy Planner stickers that I have in this case, but I'm thinking of just doing some kind of, just putting letters down so that way I can keep track of which planner I'm using. But I'm going to start off really simply with grabbing my pen. This is my Tombow. And one of the things I've been trying to practice on is lettering more, so I'm going to take a stab at it. I am in no way a professional when it comes to lettering, but I'm just going to put planners at the very top here. I don't know if you can hear, but there are some lawn care individuals outside my window cutting the grass. So there's some ambient noise. Some musical background for today. One of the letters that I hate lettering is S. I will just eventually have to just practice S repeatedly until I get a form that I like. I just don't like my S's. All right. Again, I am in no way a professional letterer, but it's a hobby that I enjoy doing just with planning, and it relaxes me. All right, I put planners there. I need to stop fiddling with it because it could get worse. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is, well, I pulled these, but I don't know if I'm going to use them. We'll see. I was thinking of using some of these letters because they kind of go with the vibe of the Vintage Botanicals. And what I'm going to do is probably maybe see if I even have enough letters. Okay, so let's start with the memory book. The memory book, I am using these two ends because I have to save that W for work. So I need to put them together, and I'm just combining it right there, and then I need to trim off this little extra edge with my scissors. And hopefully when I flip it around, it looks good. Okay, that looks okay to me. All right, so let's put memory book here. And then I'll put work right next to it. And I'm going to stagger it a little bit so that way memory could be these 2 lines right here, or let's leave 3 lines. All right, and so then work will be here. And that'll be 1, 2, 3. So then I'll start another letter, and it'll just kind of be around. Hopefully it works out. In my head, it sounded good. All right, so memory, my work planner. I definitely need to have a personal catch-all planner. There's just no way for me to function without one. All right, and so that will be there. Okay, and I left room here for work, so then personal can kind of go right here. I'm trying to talk out the spacing of these different letters too. I must have used that already. Okay, here's the wellness. And I guess if I wanted to, I could use an H because it's kind of health. All right, so let me get my box back out. Did I even have an H in here? You guys, this is a hot mess today. Thanks for sticking around and watching me do this. It's just kind of fun, but okay, so no H. So let's do the W. I have room here, 3, and then I have no room there, I think. So let's put this W right here. That, I think, should be enough room for me. Okay, so, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, then the next one is going to be social media. Let's put the S right here. Okay, so I said something like that. S will go right there. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing faith. All right, so let's put faith. Well, I really shouldn't put it like that. Okay, let's put it right here. And then we have home. And home doesn't necessarily need a ton of space because I know exactly what I'm using for that. Okay, so that's what I did. And I think now that I've laid it down, what would make the most sense is to get some boxes going. And so that way it will connect to the letter. And so let's see if I can find some boxes. Okay, I'm flipping through one of my homemade categories. So this is my functional boxes, and I actually don't own colorful boxes except for a couple of sheets here, and I've used the box sizes that I really wanted to kind of put in here. So that will not work, and so we'll just leave it at that. And what I'm gonna do is go through, and very first thing is go ahead and let me just put this to the side first. In terms of writing in this, the very first thing I'll do is have like the full label for like what each planner is written out, so that way I can see where it connects. Okay, and so I'm using my Pilot G2.7 for this. Oh, and this pen does not work. It's skipping already. Okay, it just needs to get going. Okay, so memory book goes here, and I have 2 lines for that, right? And then work will go right here. Okay, let's say wellness. And this is personal. This will be faith up high, and can leave 2, and then I'll just put home right here and have 2 lines. And then here will be social media. Okay, that looks good to me. It's interesting. And so we'll do that. And I also brought my pencil because what I'm thinking is just to go ahead and make note of like the planners that I already own, that will get me through at least part, and in fact I'm going to be redating a lot of them, and so these planners, even though they might end like in June or July, I'll be moving some of the pages around so that way I get a full 2020 planner out of it, even if it's like a July start. And so I just like planners to start in January, and January is just a good time for like a full reset of everything. Okay, so the very first thing here is like the memory book. One of the things that I wanted to do for the memory book is change it up and use a teacher planner or the teacher layout for Sophia's memory book. And again, as you have seen already, I'm sure, a lot of people do just use an outdated planner and cover up the dates and redate it at the top. And so I plan to do the same thing so that way I can get all 7 days. And I think the teacher layout will work out better for her memory book because now I'm starting to make note of more things like quotes and activities that she's doing, and less so focused on like putting pictures in there. The pictures really worked out in the first year, but now that she's getting a little bit older, she doesn't change physically that much, and so it just needs to be a place where I can jot down notes and funny things that she says and things like that. And I need the lines, I think. I just write really crooked otherwise. All right, so teacher layout. I already have a teacher planner for that. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the one with the red cover and the seasonal dividers, and I love that planner, and so I'll be using that for her memory book. For my work planner, I do have an 18-month Garden Blooms, I think it's the name of it, the Garden Blooms, the hourly, and this planner was one that started in July and it ends in December 2020, so it will go the full year, and I'm only using the second 2/3 of it. So the first 6 months I haven't used at all, right? So that's there. Wellness, I have no idea. No idea. Okay, so personal, what I'm using for personal right now is the Vintage Botanicals, and I love it. So I will probably continue using the monthly botanicals, and then what I'm adding are going to be daily pages, which I ended up getting a really good deal on the daily refill pages for the Happy Planner, and I bought enough to make it through an entire year, like 400 sheets of it, so that's enough for a year and then some. And so I'll be going to daily pages at least some of the year, probably not every part of the year. Like summer I don't necessarily need daily pages, but certainly during the school year we do a lot of things, so daily pages will work out. All right, I have no idea about that. All right, and then for social media, I am going to use the Amy Tangerine, and it's a vertical layout. And I got this first deal. It was on sale with the Happy Planner website, and it was on sale on some other retailers, and so I ended up purchasing this. This planner starts in July and ends in June, but again, I'll be basically switching it up so that way it starts in January, and the first half of the planner I won't have to redate, but the second half I will. And that should not be a problem, because I think that'll be fairly easy, and that might work out for me because after 6 months I might be a little bit tired of the rainbow, so it will give me a chance to redate some of it, so that way it's less rainbow-y. I'm not a huge rainbow fan, right, which is why I didn't purchase it originally, the Be Happy box. All right, so for the Faith Planner, I have been using horizontal pages, and I'll probably be doing the same thing, and generally these are outdated, and I just, again, redate. Trying to save money here, right? And then home is the household extension, and that has been working out wonderfully. And I might eventually, because I might end up running out of budget pages, I might have to buy a budget extension pack so that way I can add some pages to it. But that should be it in terms of what I need. All right, and so what that means is, I already have that, 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 I already have that. That means, based on my own calculations, I really should only be buying one new planner for this. let's see how well I stick to that, right? And of course, these are the things that I'm doing right now. I can certainly come up with other things to use planners for, but this list are the things that have been working out really, really well for me, and I don't necessarily want to add anything else, okay? So you guys keep me on track. Only one new planner for me, and I really think it's going to be the Stargazer. I just really, really love the monthly layout. I know not a lot of people like it, but I do really love the monthly layout. It's one of my favorite layouts, and so for wellness, it may or may not work as well. I might have to switch some of these things around, or maybe like wellness, maybe these would switch around. Okay, so again, I'm glad I wrote it in pencil. And so, but I think Stargazer will be the one planner that I add for the year, and all the others I will just let go, and enjoy other people's spreads that they do in it, and not focus so much on buying it for myself personally. Okay, so this is, again, for me to keep accountable to myself with my happy planner addiction, and making sure that I don't go overboard with buying everything. And so this is it for planners. All right, and that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope just hearing my thought process and walking you through like what I'm thinking for planners was really helpful for you. And to let me know, what are you planning to do for your 2020 lineup? Is this wild and crazy? Are you a one planner gal, or are you a multiple planner user? Just let me know below. Please do give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing to my channel. I enjoy hearing from you and just let me know if there's other content that you would like for me to create. So until the next video, see you.